Hey guys, what's going on? My name is James Mason. If this is the first time you have ever watched one of my videos, please check out the rest of the channel. What it is that I try to make content on is, I'll take some of my trades that I make throughout the day and record them. And if it's, one of the ones that I record, it doesn't matter if it's, a profit or a loss, I will post it and I'll break it down. During that recording, you'll see the execution of the buy and sell. The only thing that you actually won't see is the me actually putting in the actual buy or sell order, just because it pulls up that little box and it will show the actual numbers in my account, even though my account is set to private. So with this video right here, I'm gonna do a quick breakdown of two potential trades that may or may not happen tomorrow. I'm not sure. This will be the first time I'm actually looking at it, but I want you to see what it is that I actually look at to make a trade. And I'm gonna try to go through this relatively pretty quick, just to speed up the video, but I will actually hit everything that I do. So this platform, if you don't know already, if you're new to trading, this is the TOS, Thinkorswim platform. So open up your platform and open up your watch list, and what I always look at first, volume from the previous day. And the reason why, with these trades, if you have the volume there, it makes it easier to get in and get out of this trade. So that's the first thing I look at, is volume. So I actually will, I'll set it up and put it in descending order for volume. I'll start here at the top, and I usually trade larger cap stocks, actually usually larger than BIC, which is Bank of America. My trades usually fall around the $50-$60 range on up. And I've been fortunate enough to have grown my account to where I can take trades like that. But I wasn't always in that situation. When I started out, I would have to swing trade lower cap stocks, and around the $2, $3, $4, $5 range. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just I've grown my account, and there's a big difference in quality of the stock that you actually trade. And I'll actually I'll pick one after Bank of America, breaking it down, and I'll show you just the difference and the potential in what you could make with the price action. So I'm going to click on Bank of America, and it will load up. And what I'm going to look at starting off, and I had to actually, this ain't normally how I trade, how I record. I had to expand my recording box, and I hope you guys can see this. So if not, let me know. I might have to cut a new video and break it down a little bit better for you guys. So the first thing I look at when I open this up, I can look at, this is this time frame right here is a 1 day, 1 year chart. And right here, the Bank of America is uptrending, and then right here starts, trading sideways, which is still fine with me. I can make money, in a day trade with this. Would I swing trade this at this moment? Probably not, but it's kind of hard, to tell at this second, because I just started looking at this. So next I'm gonna, zoom in, and what is it doing right here that I notice? This is a 200-day EMA line, and it's bouncing off it. Does it have to bounce off it? No, it can break past that, and it can keep going down. But if things usually trade in patterns and off of history, and if you look back, you can see right here, it bounces. It goes up and it's doing good for a while, and it bounces again, bounces again, bounces again. So that puts a little bit of confidence in me that at this moment I can kind of depend on this bouncing off this 200-day EMA line. So the next thing I do is, hopefully you guys can see this. Now, the next thing I do is I will look at the daily MACD. And let's see. So right here, these green candlesticks, it just shows a dump trend, and right here shows a downtrend. These little arrows right here, if you're just trading solely off the MACD, you can't go off them, because they can potentially, and a lot of times, they're not accurate, at least, not right on. And you can see this green arrow go up and immediately give you a red arrow. So don't solely base your trade off of that. So, I'm looking at this, and right here it actually says it's starting to downtrend. Well, I look right here, okay, it is downtrending, and it's downtrending from here, and it bounces off that 200-day EMA line. Now, if I did just jump in at this moment and just buy it blindly, I could buy right here, and it could close out the next day right here, and I just lost. Let's see, I lost over $1 a share. So it's like $1.25, 26 a share right there. I would lose. Now, what I would do next is I'm gonna look down here at the RSI. Your lower threshold is 30, your upper threshold 70. Once it gets down here to 30, that means it has been oversold and the stock is getting cold. Now, just because it gets cold, does it have to go up? No, it can keep downtrending, or it can start just trading sideways. But right now, it's at, if you look right here, it's at 41. That's kind of almost in that middle part between 30 and 70. So if you're just trading off RSI, be careful, because you can't solely go off of that. Now, what I'll look at next. If I get this go down. Always start at your longest time frame, and then work your way, to your shortest time frame. So my next time frame is a 1-day 5-minute chart, or technically, actually, maybe 2 days, but okay. So I was right the first time. 1-day 5-minute chart, and I'm looking at the day prior just to see the price action. I look right here, just kind of see, how my RSI is, and it had closed out at 39. So right here, it went over 70, and right here it went under 30. So that's kind of just based off RSI. That's kind of your ranges that it had went through on this last trading period. So 39, again, I definitely would not trade off of just RSI alone, but 39, I would like to see that number go down a little bit more before I felt comfortable off the 5-minute chart. So right here, I'm looking at the MACD, and you have some good fluctuation right here, and then obviously after hours there's no trading volume, so that's why it kind of trickles off into nothing. So when I zoom in to the 5-minute chart, another thing that I really don't do is it really just depends, but overall I usually don't trade at market opening, because I like to see what's happening with that stock throughout the day. And right here, based off the 5-minute chart, you see this good downtrend, and obviously you can see right here in the MACD as well. But if you look down here at the RSI, you can see it, it goes below 30, and it actually gets the lowest of 21 for RSI. So if I was watching this, and I was watching on the 5-minute chart, I would start paying attention, especially, as it, just this free fall basically. And once it got around 30, I'm going to start kind of, playing it on the 1-minute chart now to see what picture it's painting over there. So at this point, I go over to, let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to go over to the 1 minute chart. And basically at the lowest point right here on the 5 minute chart, this is it right here. And so this is that long free fall right there. And what I'm going to do here is pull this down a little bit. I'm now going to look at the RSI on the 1 minute chart. So you know, right here you can see it, let's see if I get it. It hits, you know, 29 for RSI. Just because it hits 29 RSI, you know, does it have to go up after that? No, absolutely not. It can keep going down, and you know, I've seen some stocks, you know, hit low single numbers, and if you bought in right, you know, there just based off of RSI, and then it goes down to RSI of 6, you're just going to wreck yourself. So I'm looking up here to see what picture it's painting, and if I was going to make a day trade now, you know, I'm also looking at this MACD, and let me zoom in a little bit more. And as this MACD kind of started, you know, changing, you know, right in here, like that's when I kind of start potentially considering actually making a trade. So if I was to this point, like I said, I don't like to start trading at market opening, and because you really can't tell, you know, what's going on. I would, you know, it really just depends on the stock. You know, that's kind of a general statement that I just made, but in a lot of situations you really can't tell what's going to go on with that stock for today, unless if there's either just great news or just horrible news. So, and right here I haven't looked at the news, but I don't see nothing too horrible. Just scan it right there. But so I would watch this as it goes into its free fall, and you know, a lot of times when I'm just, you know, scalping for pennies, you know, I have hit it, you know, right in here as it, you know, dipped and, you know, hit that low RSI level right there, and that, you know, that deep red on the MACD, it, you know, kind of starts trending up right there in that next one. And let's just say I watched it for another minute just to see if it's going to take another dip again, because it very likely could, because, you know, it's selling off right here. And as I saw it, you know, kind of slightly level out, it's still in a slight downtrend, you know, because you see this red candlestick, but right here, you know, this darker candlestick, that kind of indicates that, you know, it's, you can't really say uptrend because it's definitely not an uptrend, you know, but that the momentum is starting to change just a little bit. But you, like you said, you solely cannot go off that, because, you know, it can come up here, hit the zero line, you know, with shallow red bars, and, you know, like right here, you know, one green bar and then go back red again, and, you know, this can never happen, you know, and then it just does this again. So when I actually day trade, a lot of times I'm not even in the trade very long at all. And if I was watching this one, more than likely I'd probably hit it right here in this candlestick, and I'd have hit it there. And I'm not trying to hit a home run. I never try to go for home runs, because you don't know if that last solid green candlestick or that uptrend in that candlestick is just the beginning one or the last one. And like I said, you know, I'm just trying to make some quick money and get out and go elsewhere. So I would have bought right there, and, you know, basing it off of that RSI and that MACD, as I start seeing it, you know, on the MACD right here go shallow, I'm probably going to just sell right there. And so let's see, this would be 10-cent difference. Now if I bought 1,000 shares with you know, Bank of America, that'd have been a little over $29,000, and I would have made $100, and you know, that's percentage-wise, you know, obviously that's not you know, great at all. But you know, when you're day trading and scalping, you know, you keep hitting them quick, and as long as you're over, you know, the 25,000 limit for day trade, the PDT rule, you can you know, make more trades than 3 that you're allowed. And if you have margin as well, you know, as long as you meet that threshold of $25,000 and you're actually a successful trader and you know what you're doing, you can actually use that margin and just keep hitting it over and over and over. Now that margin is like a loan, and you pay a small percentage fee, but you know, if let's just say I make a trade like this, you know, 3 times in one day, that's $300. And honestly, like once you get to the point where you build your account up to a certain number to where you can, you know, buy these stocks that have this price action, this range for price action, you know, you can just keep hitting these stocks and, you know, keep just knocking out $100. And I know for a lot of people that might sound crazy, but you know, everybody has their own trading style, and a lot of people, you know, they'll scream, you know, that's not how you do it, that's not how you trade, that's crazy. Yeah, $29,000, you know, you should have kept it in and wrote it up. You should have wrote it up to, you know, to right here. You would have made more money. Like, you know, the thing is, they're full of crap. They don't know if it's going to go up there or not. And you know, they can say, you know, well, I charted this out, I know. The thing is, you don't know. You're hoping. And there's a huge difference between, you know, taking the profits that you already have and waiting around and hope to take the profits that you have. And a lot of people wait around too long and they pass up profits and they go red again. I've done it. Trust me. I know about it. So that's why I like to try to, you know, hit these stocks quick, make my money, you know, and go to something else. Or if there's a lot of volume and a lot of price action difference, I could stay in a stock and just keep hitting it a couple times a day. I usually only make 2 to 3 trades, maybe 4 trades a day. And a lot of people, they tend to overtrade when they're actually day trading. But, you know, if I stick around, you know, three trades a day, and just depending on how much money I actually want to trade that day, you know what, I have the potential to stack my profits. And you know, if you look at the big picture for the whole day, combine all my profits, and it's usually a good day. So let's see, let's go over here a little bit. Let me back out. So right here, you see another huge drop, and obviously it goes cold a couple times. And like, yeah, this is actually a good point right here. When I was talking about RSI, if you just train off of RSI alone and the MACD, or the MACD alone, right here the RSI, you know, it's 27 in that range, and it really doesn't go up. It starts kind of, you know, just slightly downtrending and then takes this dip. Now, obviously you could have held on to it and wrote it up over here. But the thing is, at this point, you don't know if it's going to do that or not. So, like I said, you can't solely go off RSI, you can't solely go off MACD. The way trading works, you have to take all your indicators that you know and individually figure out what you want to do with that indicator for everyone now. And that information, you take all that information from every indicator and you put it together. And that's how you determine if this is actually when you want to, you know, buy or sell. So that's Bank of America. Let's see. You know, would I potentially day trade this, you know, tomorrow, June 18th? It's kind of hard to tell at the moment. You know, I'll have to see how it kind of opens up. But if there's that price action between let me look at this 5-minute chart. Let's just say the price action between there and there, and that's roughly like 50 cents. And that's good enough for me. And if I was watching Bank of America tomorrow on the 5-minute chart and it took a good solid dip like this, I'll be ready to start trading at this point when I'm watching it, and I'll be over here seeing what's going on this 1-minute chart. So we'll see how it turns out for tomorrow. Now let me I went a lot longer than what I wanted to do. I was wanting really just to make this a 5-minute video, I'm sorry. But right here, lower cap stock. That's a good bit of volume. So we'll open up, see what this looks like. So I look at the 1-day chart right here. That doesn't look good. That looks like crap. And ticker CHK, Chesapeake. Overall, crappy stock. I'm not gonna lie, it's crap. So, it's crap if you're swing trading this. Swing trading it in the sense of long term. Now, if you know what you're doing, I mean, you can knock this one out of the ballpark. But like I said, I don't try to hit home runs. So overall, over the past year, looks like crap. You see a good uptrend right here. So let's see what's going on. Look at this RSI. Okay, RSI goes under 30 here, and that would have been decent if you was looking at the 1-day chart when the swing traded, and you hit it right there, and hit it at this spike in the RSI, to where you would have took 55 cents a share, and you would have made bank. So, but like I said, don't solely go off RSI. That's just me looking hindsight, and hindsight is always 20/20. So what am I looking at right here? Well, on my EMA lines, all this, it's just completely upside down. This looks horrible, absolutely horrible. And right here on the RSI, it goes over 70. So it's way too hot at this moment. And this right here is a shorter's dream. Whoever was shorting this, man, they walked away good with this one. So it comes down, starts bouncing off this 9-day EMA line, and it's just kind of doing whatever right here, and now it's breaking under the EMA line, and the next line that it will probably hit if it doesn't uptrend is this 20-day EMA line, the scroll bar, and the price difference right there is roughly 20 cents difference. So if you just blindly jumped in this tomorrow and this thing just took a dip on the 1-day chart, you could be now 20 cents per share in the hole. So on the MACD, it also indicates that it's in a downtrend, and it's actually just breaking past this RSI of 70. So this thing's probably going to cool off for a little bit, and swing trading this thing, I definitely wouldn't get in right now. But that's a decision that you'll have to make. But me personally, I wouldn't swing trade this. Now would I day trade it? Well, let's look over here at the 5-minute chart. Let's see what it's doing. 5-minute chart, big downtrend. It's just kind of doing whatever. Let's see right there. That price action on the 5-minute chart over, let's see, roughly just 32 minutes. And that was 5 cents a share. That if you hit this at the bottom and you was able to pull off 4 or 5 cents a share, and let's just say 4 cents a share, and you bought 1,000 shares of this, I mean, $40. When you think about your fees that you had to pay, that's not really too good. So it'd be kind of different if you had bought 3,000, 5,000 shares and you were pulling in $120, $200 within 30 minutes. Yeah, that's up to $20,000 you have on the line. But when you're scalping and day trading, like You know, that's how the game is played. You know, don't hit home runs, take that profit, and go on. So, you know, that's right there, just depending on how many shares I bought, which would determine, well, I would base that decision off of, you know, how much volume up to this point. You know, is it going to look like, is it going to be hard for me to sell this crap back to somebody else? You know, that's where the volume comes in. And volume will always be your friend, and you always need volume. So, you know, it's kind of doing whatever on the 5-minute chart. It's not big swings, but, you know, for this price range, you know, 5 cents, that's actually decent for low cap stocks. So let's go over here on the 1-minute chart. Back out one more. Okay. On the 1-minute chart, pull this RSI. If I, let's just say, had 3,000 shares, and I was watching this as it took this hard dip right here, you know, that breaks that threshold, you know, down to, that breaks that threshold of 30 for RSI, and actually, you know, hits 28 right there. You know, like I said a minute ago, does it have to go up? Absolutely not. But, you know, the price action overall, you know, with how this has kind of played out, you know, in the previous days, I honestly would have watched it probably for this next one, and as this next one turned green, I'd have probably honestly bought it in this dip, and, you know, I would have probably just sold it right here. As soon as it broke this dotted line right here is actually VWAP. In one of my other videos in the trading course that I'm making for free, I explain VWAP and everything, if you don't know what it is already. But right there, that's 5 cents. I would have had a sell order in for 5 cents, the difference. And I would have took that and walked away. And I would have honestly based that one off of, you know, just that RSI going up, spiking, because really, you know, this is sell-off. I don't expect this thing to go up to 70 or go over 70, and, you know, people just dumping shares. I just want to get in and just walk away. You know, a lot of people say, well, you gotta wait for it to break this EMA line. The thing is, the price action really isn't there. That's the truth. So I would have made my decision. You know, I looked overall at the 1-day chart, which was crap. Over here, 5-minute chart, looks like crap, but at least you have the price action over here. And on this 1-minute chart, and I literally wouldn't have stayed in it, but just for minutes, and that's it. And if it would have just really took me, you know, gave me a loss, like I said, stayed in minutes, and I'd walked away. But right here, you know, I would have, honestly, I would have probably got in at that candlestick, and I'd have put a sell order in for 5 cents, you know, per share, and it would have triggered right in here. You know, the volume, if you look right here, well, it tells you the volume. You know, 126,000, 177, and 80. So 3,000 shares. You know, that would have been 150 bucks, and that would have been easy to get rid of that. So this video went a lot longer than what I wanted it to, and, you know, I apologize, but, you know, I broke down 2 stocks, and, you know, and how I trade them. So if you actually watched this long video, hey, I appreciate you hanging out. Honestly, I don't expect someone to watch it for this time period, but if you did, you're the real MVP, and I appreciate it. You know, thank you a lot. You know, please give my channel a like, and like this video and share it for me. It helped me out a lot. I have a free trading course that I'm making, and I'm breaking down everything. You know, I'm tired of seeing people sell memberships for just stupid crap, and literally these are people that have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm sick of seeing people, you know, break down their trades and everything, and they're just showing on a chart like they ain't even showing nothing. You know, either either they show just a P&L, a screenshot of a P&L, which that can be Photoshop. And I actually made a video, showing that. So, check that out on my channel. But, people, they usually talk about this crap and they're just like, oh, I bought right here and I sold right here and I made $1,000 or whatever crap they say. And it's just like, like, you didn't show me nothing. Like, there's no way to prove that crap. Like, get out of here. You're fake. So, hey, please give me a follow. And hey, I appreciate it, and thank you for your time. See you in the next video.